166 MPs from all parties call for UK to stop tear gas and rubber bullet exports to US. Separate petition calling for suspension of exports nears 500,000 signatures. I didn't realize tear gas was a particularly British product. The entire world has eyes on the police department and police union corruption in the US. It's time to fix the problem. When they run out of rubber bullets, the USA can just use their stockpile of real bullets. Where the hell are US politicians in all this? You'd think we'd hear more legislation being proposed. Not the few little blips we've seen about more body cams and calling it reform. Seriously, why the hell are US lawmakers so quiet? How many senators or members of House have proposed anything? Edit, they call sweeping reform, https://www.entnews.com/politics/Congress/Democrats prepare police reform bills after George Floyd's death N1224636, no chokeholds and a use of force database? How about an independent licensing and oversight board? How about being held liable and requiring some type of malpractice insurance? There are solutions, I just don't see them coming from the people whose job it is to represent us. Preeti Patel, I'm sorry you feel that way. As an American, as long as the UK keeps the Yorkshire tea coming in, they can keep all tear gas and rubber bullets. Why don't they call for a stop to tear gas and rubber bullet exports in general? Imagine getting treated like the third world quasi-dictatorship you really are by your bestest allies. Well, as much as I would like to see it, Bojo isn't gonna go FO it. Why is the link to the petition not right at the top? https://www.change.org/p/UK Parliament suspend UK export of tear gas, rubber bullets and riot shields to USA. Edited to add link. Yeah, you need to keep them all for Northern Ireland. Marching season is coming up, nice. But is this just a PR stunt? What percentage of the tear gas and rubber bullets used in the USA actually comes from the UK? All this says to me is that 484 MPs think it's okay. What I really have to wonder though is why is the UK of all countries seem to have large-scale anti-riot munition production? Like, the US is widely known for its production of arms, there's dozens of weapons manufacturers stateside. Is there like some sort of agreement between the US and the UK, maybe we trade our deadly weapons for their non-lethal? And yeah, good on the UK for cutting off our cops. There's a lot of bad seeds running around looting and rioting, but from what I've seen YAAI more anti-riot controls are being imposed on peaceful protests, not just violent rioters. But selling rubber bullets and tear gas to other countries is fine, because reasons. It's the posturing that I get sick of the most. I think cops shooting rioters with paintball guns that are filled with pepper spray or tear gas paintballs would probably be better than using beanbags shot out of a shotgun. Paintball guns hurt, but there's extremely low risk of rioters getting injured. Those beanbags shot out of shotguns and plastic sabots shot out of 40mm grenade launchers go a hella fast and are just one step below getting hit with live ammo. UK government seems to have grown some balls lately. They've been at it with China due to the coronavirus outbreak, trying to separate 5G from China, aiding Hong Kong by offering 3 million visas, and now tackling the USA. This is a good start, need more big dicks and fewer small dicks. Take away their rubber bullets and they'll just start using real ones. Also, the UK restricts the sale of lethal injection drugs to America due to the death penalty under the UK torture regulation, https://www.gov. UK/guidance/controls on torture goods. Reading through it, it stands to reason the UK should restrict the trade of tools of oppression. The regulation divides the items into 3 categories. Goods which have no practical use other than for the purposes of capital punishment, torture and other cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment. Goods that have legitimate law enforcement applications but could be used for the purpose of torture or other cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment. Goods that could be used for the purpose of capital punishment, I'm in Philadelphia, USA, and I think the UK is doing exactly the right thing. Don't stop being horrified by this systemic racism and cruelty and keep putting pressure on us. If only they had the balls to do this to the HK authorities. This is pretty stupid. Everyone is perfectly fine buying/selling and profiting off of them until they get used as intended. Seriously, what did everyone expect us to do with these things? For the record, I support the move, but the whole thing is stupid. I mean, you folks do realize that without tear gas and rubber bullets, all that'll be left is actual bullets? And those, I assure you, will never ever be in short supply in the US. Unfortunately, having recently told 27 European countries comprising a single market and the UK's largest trading partners to piss off, the UK is now flat out desperate for a trade deal with the USA. This means even if the idea gained traction with Parliament and even government, all it takes is the USA to go no rubber bullets, no trade deal, and we'll fold like Marie Kondo organizing a t-shirt drawer. I think we have shown we can't use these things properly after the SS cleared a church and a community outreach program and Australian reporters while they treated peaceful protesters like terrorists. I wanted to say something funny here. Please, feel free to add humor below for the benefit of all. They'll just buy from China, made in China is everywhere anyway. Hell, I even sent an email to the UK Parliament and Boris Johnson, yes I realize he'll never read it, telling them to work with the rest of the free world and sanction the US. I'm in the US. Please, for the love of God, international community, treat the US like the rogue state we are. What a fucking embarrassing time to be an American. How much more can we take? How about a UN rule saying tear gas, rubber bullets, pepper spray, water cannons, sonic weapons, and flashbangs are illegal to use on peaceful protesters? Make it an international law. And that is the allied support that we've been waiting for, United States. And how about starting to export PPE for the hospitals and healthcare workers? That money could save lives, and now it's doing the opposite. Let me know when this actually happens. Good intentions, but this will just mean more US jobs coming home. I'd like to thank our friends and allies in the UK. All you Brits are welcome at my place. I'll buy you a warm pint. So you want them to use real bullets to quell these riots? As an American, thank you MPs. LOL, call their bluff. No way. During the economic failure of leaving the EU, will the UK voluntarily try to kill any more jobs/tax revenue? Especially with their fish and chips Trump at the helm. Usually I'd agree with this, but we need to stop treating like a civilized country and understand that the moment the police run out of less than lethal means, they will use real bullets instead. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some officers there just itching to be able to fire live rounds at protesters because they were unloved as children. This is fantastic. Boycotts, divestment and sanctions. They're not much better than apartheid SA these days. The same thing happened with lethal injections in the US. The manufacturers refused to sell to the US, knowing what the drugs were going to be used for. Of course, a little thing like that won't stop the US from killing its citizens if it really wants to, dear world. If you think our military is an armed tyrannical force used to strong-arm other countries, wait until you see what we give our police. Y'all ain't see nothing yet. The boys in blue back home are even more vile than our occupation in foreign nation. Best part is, your own citizens can't claim war crimes. Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. Sincerely, a scared, cynical American. P.S. Help me, American here. Can I sign? Too bad the world didn't react this swiftly to what's happening in China, or the protests France, or the Amazon burning, etc.